So it's been a while since I recorded a video, but it's not because I haven't been working on the clock. I ran into quite a bit of trouble, and it had to do with these pallets. And these pallets would come loose, and then they would damage the escape wheel. The escape wheel would then be slightly bent, and then the clock would no longer run. So what I finally figured out was what the real issue was with the problem, and I think I finally got it fixed. So I'm coming to the close of getting all the parts made for this clock. So the issue I finally figured out was the distance between the pivot of this pallet and where the pallet engages. I had it one more tooth, and because of the radius of this escape wheel, there was a way when you stop this clock that the escape wheel could just let loose. And you can see right now it's trapped by this pallet, but it's less loose by this pallet. The last thing you want to do is let this thing jump out, and I can show you what happens. If it does get loose, it'll start spinning rapidly, and then when it does hit a tooth, it'll bend that tooth. And these teeth, once I shortened it, are very sensitive, so I had to remake this escape wheel. Once I shortened the pallets, remade the escape wheel, it looks like this thing runs like a charm. So I had a lot of problems finally figuring out how this escapement would work. You know, as those who've been watching, I've designed this from scratch, and let me tell you, that's not an easy task. I'm a little embarrassed to show it, but if I show what I went through, this is all the different parts and pieces. You can say it's trial and error, and that's definitely what it is. I knew kind of how this would work, but I didn't have the math behind it, so it took a long time to finally get everything slowly figured out of how to get this escapement working reliably. I'm happy to have it done now. Hopefully in the next video we'll show the case. I've been building out the case, and I've also going to go cut the glass tomorrow, so I'm getting towards the end of this. You can see the face isn't on, the dials, etc. I've got a couple pieces. I've got a gold plate again, escape wheel primarily, but we'll get this put together, and I think we've got a nice running clock that I'm happy with. But designing something on your own was a lot harder than I thought, and I think if I could do it over again, I would have used a simple escapement, like an anchor escapement on my first design clock, not this one where I really didn't have the math behind it. So hope you're enjoying this. Hopefully next video you'll see a finished product. Everyone take care, and I will hope to be back soon.